Hey all, and welcome back for another round of HellfireComms Patreon TV Comms. Today we're returning to everyone's favourite idol, weeb shit, Love Live, and I say that with the greatest of affection. These were commissioned by Super Mario Sonic Lover, and we're just going to get right on into them, because it's been a while since we did the last one, so I'm going to need that recap to refresh me, and so on at the start of the episode. How we cover these, multi-episode videos is, we'll count you down into the first one, which will be episode 11, obviously, and once we're done with that, we'll ask you to close the video, and load up the next one, which will be episode 12, and while we talk about episode 11, you can get that ready, and we'll count you down into 12, and so on for the last one. So, yeah, if you need help, check the video description for syncing instructions, otherwise we're going to get right on into it. Episode 11 of Love Live in 3, 2, 1. I don't usually need these, but this time I'll make an exception. Oh, it was the beach episode last time.
Yep, that's right. They were going out on a vacation to the beach. I think it was meant for some R&R, but I'm pretty sure it was meant to be a bonding thing more than anything.
Oh my god, they're calling me out.
We learned a little bit more about Maki, and she warmed up maybe a little bit, and then, of course, Umi unlocked God mode and just decided to kill everyone with pillows.
So yeah, that went about as well as could be expected, but now it's back to the school life, I suppose. Except, minus the zombies.
And, instead, the looming doom of the school closing.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I've got, Zombieland Saga on the brain, so I half expected Hanukkah to be hit by a car when she ran outside.
God damn it.
Everyone must be an idol. You can be an idol. And you can be an idol, not you.
Yeah, it'd be a bit weird if you were an idol.
Yeah, I could make it work, I suppose.
Ah, they made it to the top 20.
That's pretty good. It's giga amazing. We need a new term for this. That's how amazing it is.
It's gigantamazing.
Cadaverific.
It's wizard.
Okay. Going a bit too far here. But yeah, Love Live is actually a thing. It's not just like a random title for the show. It's kind of like if Pokemon didn't exist in the world of Pokemon and it just happened to be an event.
I think that means they got in, so they're gonna have to perform their little socks off in order to stop their school from closing down and show that the school has something to offer.
Yeah. Now, this is kind of the premier idol show in my eyes, but Zombieland Saga did raise the bar immensely, so I'm expecting nothing but good things in Love Live from here on out.
Yeah, unfortunately, our expectations have been spoiled at this point.
Yeah.
Like, Zombieland Saga, watching through the whole thing, is just... it does everything so damn well. Like, the sudden tone shift was handled brilliantly, and just all the characters are very much likable, each have their own backstory, and so, how they became zombies to begin with, and they still have some mystery as they possibly go into Season 2. I'm hoping there's a Season 2.
Yeah, for sure. If you want us to cover more of that, you can always commission some. We did the first 3 kind of pro bono, just because Volk wanted to cover them. But, yeah, you got to get your wallets out if you want to see more of Zombieland Saga. And I guess any show that you want. You don't have to listen to what we request.
And just think, if it wasn't for that, you probably would have given Zombieland Saga a miss.
Yeah, I'm really glad I decided not to be stubborn for once and include it.
See, sometimes it's good to just go with the flow.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, opening still very good.
Yep, crazy noisy bizarre town in 3, 2, 1. There you go.
Just suddenly the next song. Got with the doll and a whole nother level coming from your mind.
Oh, that was so well done.
I know. I was almost applauding, absolutely nobody in particular when that scene happened. It was so good.
Oh, I'm kind of looking forward to this, actually. The best performance. It damn well better be, otherwise I'm leaving a Snopes review in the negative.
Although it's quite nice, it seems like the whole school is pretty much behind them now at this point.
Well, they kind of have to be, otherwise the school will be closed. Like a celebrity, bitch, I'm fabulous.
Yeah, I'm gonna sell this on eBay later on.
Or, just use it to forge other signatures and whatnot. Oh god, Hanukkah becomes bankrupt? Find out next time in Love Live.
Just really small in the bottom corner.
Where and how would you sign your signature on, like, these group things, mate?
Not like that.
Talk about the two fucking extremes, Jesus. Yeah.
Well, knowing that there was 9 in a group, I would literally sort of visualize, like, a tic-tac-toe grid and just go, yeah, this spot over here will probably do for me.
Yeah, for sure.
But if it goes a little bit over, I wouldn't worry too much.
Where is Kotoru? Just hiding, I guess? Can't handle the pressure and whatnot?
Or maybe she's been offered to transfer to another school, perhaps?
Oh.
That would be a real kick in the pants. So they haven't been guaranteed to get in yet, but it's more that they're pretty much on the up and up, so they're getting hype for what could be.
You did it! You fulfilled your destiny!
We must train 10 times as hard!
Activate the 50 times gravity. That doesn't exist in this universe.
We must enter the hyperbolic rhyme chamber!
Nice.
So as long as they stay in the top 20, they'll be fine. So they're in the echelon to be able to make it in, but there's still a couple of weeks left.
Yeah. Like, getting into there, and I know this from, like, Smash Bros. Ultimate and so on, because the way they grade you online is, like, you get points if you win, points get docked if you lose. It can be hard to stay above 2,500,000 in my experience, anyway, because I can win a few matches, but then I'll lose like 2, and I'll be all the way back down to like 2,200,000. Consistency is what we need here for Love Live. That's what I'm saying.
Exactly. Alright, so there seems to be one more event before the actual Love Live Festival happens, so this is where they get to pull out all the stocks and basically lay all their cards on the table.
Oh, okay, so they have to do it by, like, lottery. I feel like I'm being, like, I have ESP right now, because the episode is answering every question I have, which I guess is good to say I forgot most of what happened last time. Oh, she pissed.
She got that stank lip going on.
Don't fuck it up, even though this is random chance.
And we're looking for a yellow, I believe.
Stand powers activate. Lucky, lucky.
Quick, just paint it yellow when they're not looking. Maki is the only one apparently unfazed.
Yeah, not moving in slow motion.
Alright, this is a bit extreme, I have to be honest.
Oh.
It's a white.
That's bad. Okay, now they're gonna have to get creative with how they present themselves.
Well, this is gonna be our... Well, I suppose that's gonna be our crisis for the time being.
Yeah. Why don't they use the roofs, like the B-sharps?
Yeah, that's a good point. Just go to Moe's Tavern, it'll be fine.
God, so dramatic. It's almost like it's the point of the show or something.
So, where will they perform is the question.
The International Space Station.
I wonder if they'll do it like busker style.
No, kawaii is forward. Explain to me what busker style means, mate.
Let's out in the streets.
Okay. Oh my god. Stupid idea. A lottery is random! Come on!
It's like complaining about RNG is meaningless.
No.
RNG giveth and RNG taketh away.
Oh, praise be to RNGesus.
Yep. Destroyer and giver of many a gacha.
How do you feel about gacha in general, May? And explain what gacha means to our audience.
Gacha is a form of random chance. It's likened to gambling, I guess, but a lot of these are sort of like free to play, and you get like things on random chance. Usually for like games, you get like units, and sometimes you might get a particularly rare unit, or you might just get a load of bunk. And there'll be some days where you get rare unit after rare unit after rare unit, and then other times you'll have an entire month where you just don't have anything at all. But I'm indifferent to it. I tend to do a lot of free-to-play stuff, so I'll play Record Keeper, I'll play Brave Exvius. Most of the Final Fantasy mobile games I end up playing, to be honest with you, but I haven't really looked past that. I did have a brief look at Fire Emblem Heroes, but that wasn't really for me.
My kind of gacha addiction, well, it wasn't really an addiction, just something I was really into, was actually Pokemon Quest for the Switch. It's also on mobile as well, but I would say the gacha element comes from, like, yeah, it's time you have to put into it rather than money.
Well, looks like they're taking the roof idea after all.
Hey, I did not read any of the summaries, I swear to you.
That's fine, I've been trying to keep an eye on the subtitles where I can.
Oh, she has to leave because she's been Xehanorted. She's been called to the Keyblade Graveyard.
Yeah, there's something going on with Kotori, I'm just not entirely sure what.
Don't save it until the end of the episode. Oh, God!
Ah, fucking hell!
The absolute state of these fucking 23-minute episodes. Keep forgetting that Kotori is related to the principal. Go where? I need context!
That's a very non-answer.
Yeah, well,
Damn it, Mum, you're supposed to be my guiding light.
She's supporting Kotori's independence, but also being like, you know, you need to make a choice.
Although there is a bit of a gamble involved, because she does stay and not do whatever this is that's going on, and then the school does inadvertently close, and she's kind of missed her opportunity, really.
Yeah.
So she's got a chance to get out of there entirely risk-free. But at the same time, she also has this connection to all her friends and the whole Muse thing going on, and that's creating a bit of confliction. I mean, you know how this will go. She'll turn around eventually.
Yeah. Maybe she'll go for like an episode or two and then come back once they've made their way into Love Live. I honestly don't know how this is going to play out.
Well, we gotta have that roof performance. That seems like something that they wouldn't just tease and then not do.
Baby on board.
Do you know how the rest of the song goes?
No. I completely forgot after that line.
I was gonna say, wait, is he gonna sing a bit of it, or is he just gonna sing the one line?
No, if I didn't sing during the Flash musical episode, I'm sure as shit I'm not gonna do so now.
That's fair enough. We've had a very musical theme set of TV comms this session.
Yeah, for sure. I gotta say, I'm like kind of finding my groove with doing these 2-hour sessions now.
Yeah, it used to be that we only really been able to manage the 1 hour, because like sometimes 2 hours can be a bit overbearing, but I think now we found a good kind of level of, I guess, comfort and scheduling to be able to do it now without any worries.
You gotta exercise your voice, your throat muscles, but you also gotta exercise your gains, your quads.
Your lats. Your buns.
Okay. That's enough.
And just like that, the festival's now happening.
Yeah?
I was expecting a bit more time, to be honest with you, but I guess getting straight into it is no harm.
Well, I mean, Love Live is right around the corner, so why waste time with, like, intermittent episodes?
Sometimes Honoka's overexcitement stops the actual plot from happening.
It kind of does, yeah.
Until she's tired. She's either hyper asleep or hyper awake.
That's me, in a nutshell, honestly. Like, I crash, and then I'm awake, and then I crash, and then I'm awake. You can just talk using words.
It's an interpretive dance.
At this time, at this point of day...
Localized entirely on the school roof.
Thank you. We should call it the Aurora Borealis. Yeah, maybe don't make up a plan and then change stuff at the last minute. I can tell you as someone who's done charity marathons before, that's not a good idea. It just creates friction and anxiety for no reason.
Pretty much. Sometimes it's best just to have your plan and stick with it.
Yeah, she's probably gonna burn out before Love Live. I can see it happening.
Alright, so the festival hasn't actually happened yet, but they're getting all the decorations up, alright.
Yeah, well, what made you think it had happened already?
Oh no, because all the signs were up and everything, I just kinda got excited.
You just kind of went along with it. It was peer pressure from the show.
Exactly. I was a victim.
What the hell?
I was a victim of false hype.
Yep, she's getting sick.
And you blind, woman.
Yeah, you're not really paying attention to one of your best friends. And I can hit a guy in the Johto region. Actual region, by the way. Kanto, Johto. I'm not sure if Hoenn is an actual region. Feel free to change my mind on that one.
Can't get sick now.
She's gonna wake up with a cold, you watch. Sometimes overworking yourself to try and tip the scales, so to speak, is a bad thing.
Mm-hmm. Well, they're still sitting at 19. It's a good sign, I guess.
I am going to go out, and I'm going to take out the number 18 spot. That's the only way we're going to move up at this point.
This isn't going to help your cold.
Christ.
Get your ass back indoors.
Nope, just put the hoodie up. That actually prevents all colds. What, are you dying? Just spit it out already.
Oh, is she going over to see her, I wonder? Or is she just doing her usual exercises?
Did someone die? What's with the tone right now?
This is where it just turns into Zombieland Saga.
I was gonna say. Oh yeah, she's got a fever. Well, time to break out the Hanukkah cloning system.
It's alright, just pull on this wig on any of the other characters, you'll be fine.
Yep, wear a fly fishing outfit. That'll trick them every time.
They try to warn you.
No, well, no, not really. They didn't really try hard enough if that was the case.
And the weather's going against him? Like, Jesus, fuck! Give him a break, will ya?
God himself does not want them to qualify for Love Live. Yeah, let's just add some more anxiety to the whole thing, shall we?
Love Live just suddenly changes the title to Anxiety Attack, the anime. I've seen a couple of these festivals be done, mostly in Persona games. They tend to be pretty fun, but I don't really know all that much about them. They just seem like just fun little things just to do whatever the hell you want in a classroom.
It strikes me as a very Japan-centric thing, so I don't think we've ever had anything of its ilk over here.
No, I certainly can't remember anything if we had anything like that in my primary or secondary school.
So Hanukkah's sick, Katori's got a secret that she needs to tell. God, and prom's tomorrow!
Just soldier it out for a little while, and you'll be fine.
Or at least have like a live mic that someone else can sing into and pretend to be you.
Exactly. Overdub it.
Let's all get sick, together.
God is conspiring against us, how dare he!
I'm sorry, I prefer Zombieland Saga.
Nobody will interrupt Nico Nico Ni.
I don't know, straining your voice while you're sick is probably going to only make things worse.
Yeah, but then she could just take a week off and sleep it off.
But what happens if, like, Love Live actually takes place during that week she's taking off?
I don't think it will, because they still have 2 weeks, well, I guess like a day and a half before they close off like the rankings and what have you. I imagine they have a lot more time after that, to be honest with you. I do dig the little hat.
Yeah, look at all your tiny little hats. This is the mark of a true fan. Rain, nor sleet, nor sunshine. Well, maybe not sunshine. Will stop them from watching their fans. Other way around, Tom. God, perspective is just gone from me. I'm gonna shut up now. I can't say words.
Just enjoy the song.
I'm excited for dancing is what I am.
I thought they'd do like some kind of umbrella number, but I guess they don't need it. They're just gonna slog it out. I can respect that.
Just don't slip up on the stage, whatever you do.
Yes, the last thing we need is a safety risk.
Oh, here we go. A little bit of rock. I can dig it. Who's grabbing all these dynamic camera angles, by the way?
Drone technology. I mean, they use it in the NFL, they can use it for idol shows.
I swear, if there was like a Japanese version of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3, this would be on the soundtrack.
It does sound a bit like that, doesn't it?
Yeah, very early 2000s. Well, fair play to Hanukkah. She's giving 110% here and showing no signs of illness.
Sometimes you just gotta do a good job of hiding it. I was gonna say, it kind of reminds me a little bit of Grease as well. With like the whole talking in the middle of a song to the people.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of this song. This one's great.
I really need a fucking lozenge.
That thing Hanukkah did with like the taking a picture, oh god, just put me in mind of Kira, honestly.
Oh yeah, that DC Douglas getting in on that Kira action. Oh, it's gonna be so good.
Bless him. Rain ain't shit.
Fuck your weather.
Oh god.
Apparently fuck this person in particular.
Luck ran out for Hanukkah. Next time on Love Live, Hanukkah might be dead? No. It's okay, she's just got a fever. I need to sing. I need to sing.
I don't think they're gonna let her. Or will they? I don't know.
The next song is Ring 911. Please, for the love of God.
No, this is gonna be the EastEnders style.
Dun 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 dun.
Yep, here we go. Our best friend may well be dead.
Well, let's see out the credits just in case there's a stinger, and then we'll move on to episode 12.
That sounds like a plan to me, but yeah, a fair bit of drama to this one, I have to admit. There's a lot going on, apart from obviously the looming threat of the school closing. We have a friend who could very well just be heading off to another school entirely. Obviously, Hanukkah is in a really, really bad state. But they're still giving it their all, and whether that is respectable enough to keep their top 20 spot, I guess we'll just have to wait and find out. But obviously, the festival's still going on, so we'll have to wait and see how that actually turns out at the end.
The maracas make me happy every time.
Rin Hoshizora. Always bring in the Samba de Amigo. I think I'm actually getting the hang of all these people's names as well, which is actually quite nice.
Well, I know Hanukkah, Katori, I know Nico. That's about it right now.
You know, I can't forget about Gropey Purple Hair and Nozomi.
Yeah, not her actual name, but Nozomi. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, Nozomi Tojo.
Okay.
Okay, I'm just showing off now.
Any stinger? Yeah, close. Okay, cool.
Next time on Love Live, rice!
don't spoil it. We want to keep people in suspense and whatnot. But yeah, that was episode 11. I actually enjoyed that a lot. The recap helped me get back into it. There was some drama with like Hanukkah and Katori and so on. Like you said, in addition to the overarching drama of the school closing, you had interpersonal stuff, which was great. But I don't have much to say besides that. It was a very energetic episode, but I'm eager to see how Hanukkah's going to fare in episode 12. So if you're ready, Volk, I'll count us down.
I am ready to enter the rice dimension.
Let us do just that in 3, 2, 1.
That could be another MC name for someone. Suspenseful Rice.
What the fuck?
No, there was this whole thing that I had a conversation with my girlfriend about random MC names, and one of them was like Inconspicuous Socks, so now Suspenseful Rice is going to be my option B.
You'll never beat the Futurama one, noticeably FAT. Drop as a B. The Septuple Headspin. Crazy sucker.
Egotistical Sniffed.
Not bad. I've heard better. So yeah, is Hanukkah going to the hospital now? Are we going to have to pack everything in?
No. Bowl of rice. That's the only thing you need. It is the cure-all. The next best thing to chicken noodle soup. That's all she needs.
I could actually go for some chicken noodle soup right now, honestly.
Well, I'm making winter vegetable soup after this commentary's over, so not quite chicken noodle, but should be just as nice.
Yeah, I'm trying to cut down after Christmas and whatnot. You know, the odd Dominoes notwithstanding, but I had some nice baked potatoes earlier for my lunch. They were lovely.
You know, I'm trying to do the same thing, but the leftover snacks I still have make a very convincing argument.
We're only human at the end of the day, and, you know, determination and willpower only goes so far. TLDR, I'm fat, and I make no excuses for it.
The whole world knows I'm fat, and I'm proud to tell you once again, who's fat?
Can you imagine if we got Weird Al on as a co-com? That'd be amazing.
I think I would honestly be too starstruck to say anything.
Yeah, basically. I think there was this one, like, thread I was reading on, like, Co or something. No, it might have been TV. It was like a fucking green text, or a green post. It was like, he imagines himself recording a commentary for his favourite movie alongside the actors and whatnot. I was like, how did you reach into my mind and bring out my most innermost personal thoughts?
Now, I often get that way whenever I think about, like, just the pipe dream of doing something with Maximilian.
He's gone through some shit lately. I'm glad to see he's gone back on his feet.
Yeah, well, I mean, it was a double-edged sword in a weird way. I mean, yeah, he got out of his whatever it was, the MCN or something like that. But at the same time, all those videos that he'd been trying to spend the last 3 months fighting to get back, he now has those back.
Yeah, good for him.
Yeah, I reckon he'll be alright.
Yeah, all get sick at once. The group who gets sick together stays together.
They're just being wheeled around in, like, those ward beds doing their dance routine.
Yes, yesterday I couldn't even actually sit up. It was pretty bad.
How's my Scorpion cosplay? Not convincing.
I'm not a fan of the Scorpion design for the most recent Mortal Kombat. I don't picture him, and Tanner said the same thing. I've never pictured Scorpion with red in his design.
I don't know, I kinda like it. But it seems like they're going to be doing, like, different versions of him. Like, you'll be able to pick between different renditions. Because in the MK11 trailer, they obviously showed a different Scorpion. And then another Scorpion comes on that looks more like his classic Mortal Kombat 1 and 2 look.
Aww.
Aww. That's sweet.
That's like your guitarist friend recording some sick jams for you.
It's just like, you're gonna fall out the goddamn window.
Balance isn't the best when you're sick, especially if you have an inner ear infection. It's pamper session time. After all, that's what, quote, friends, unquote, are for. That's the name of the episode, by the way.
And she's got 8 of them. I mean, she's the luckiest thing ever.
Do you think that's why Xehanort went through with trying to make, like, clones of himself? So, like, he's getting on in age. He just wanted some caretakers, really.
He's his own best friend. And him. And him.
And
him.
me. And me, me.
Ah, the great thing about being me is that there are so many me's.
And they're not participating in Love Live. Alas. Yeah, we've been trying too hard to save the school, you see.
We should just give up.
That's how I operate, you know.
It's too much hard work.
I have a slight bit of anxiety. Oh, I'm sorry, Volk, I can't come on today. Yeah.
Gone?
Well, I'm pretty sure it was Hanukkah who decided to take it on herself. Even her mother said the same thing.
Wait, when they say it's gone, is it like gone from the top 20 or just gone, period?
I don't know. The group that blames each other stays together.
Well, it's more a case of don't shoulder the burden on one particular person. At the end of the day, you're a group, you're in it together.
True. You know, the way I see it is Hanukkah's going to get better. They're going to pull off a humdinger of a performance and get back into Love Live by the skin of their teeth.
Yes, that sounds exactly like how this sort of thing would go down.
She spent all that time, and you didn't even listen to it. She's having a crisis, do you mind? Got really sad all of a sudden, oh no!
Damn it, not the Fields train! Well, looks like she's heading off.
No?
Well, we got the bad ending.
I think this might be the Season 1 finale. I'm not entirely sure. It might be 13 episodes long.
Usually it's 13, but then again, we've had a few that only went up to 12, so...
Let's see here. Yeah, because the next set will be OVA 1, Season 2, Episode 1, and Season 2, Episode 2, so yeah.
Ooh, that should be quite fun.
So this sesh is indeed closing out Season 1.
It'll actually be quite interesting to see, because I know Love Live has more than just those 9 characters as well. So, it'll be interesting to see if they stick with these ones for a while, or if they put some fresh faces on.
I mean, if Katori is, like, proper leaving, maybe someone will come in to take her place.
Yeah, it sucks for them.
Look at them, mocking us from their poster. It sickens me. You gonna tell her now? Yeah, come on, just spit it out! Wow, you picked the worst possible secret to keep secret, honestly.
Really should have told her a bit sooner.
Oh god. We're gonna grope it out of you!
I don't think now's really the time.
Yeah, get over it, you bitch. Wow, Nico, didn't expect that out of you, honestly.
Wait, since when were those two in cahoots?
I don't know. Yeah, you gotta get back to it. Just because you're not going to Love Live doesn't mean you're not a idol group anymore.
There'll be some kind of turnaround. I'm just interested to see what it will be, because it really seems like they're laying it on thick right now.
You watch the season finale will be them dancing to stop a meteorite from actually hitting the school itself.
It's like, I'm gonna go see my other friend circle now.
There you go, a little bit of exercise will cure what ails you. It's good for depression, although if you've got depression it can be hard to start exercising.
Well, they can still perform and all that.
Yeah, don't overwork yourself again, otherwise it'll just be one big vicious cycle.
Exactly, otherwise you won't be at home, you'll be in an ER ward.
Yeah, a home hospital, if you will. I'm sorry, I've got a lot on my mind, okay? Can you stop browbeating me? Shit. Oh boy, it's all gonna come out in the worst way possible.
Yep. Well, they're gonna hear from somebody else, and that's never a good thing.
Big help, the biggest help available.
Give me that big help.
Ooh, interesting. Ooh, yes, we're getting in there, Volk.
We're back in business. We saved the goddamn school, so they did what they were set out to do at the very least.
Well, now Katori can just bugger off without any problems, really. Hugs for you. If only you had secrets to tell me.
Yeah, I mean, they may not have made it into Love Live supposedly, but they did what they were set out to do to begin with, which was to draw enough attention to the school to keep it from closing.
Yeah. Aww.
This is exactly the kind of good news she needed. Of course, now it's going to be brought to a screeching halt when Katori eventually tells him about what's going on.
Yeah. But she doesn't. She wants to go where the cool idols are going. Well, I mean, you shouldn't slack, because, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? Consistency is good with this sort of thing.
Consistency, and also consider it a worthy cause to celebration. You know, they stopped the school from closing. They can work off that energy. I'm gonna buy something. A taxi as quick as humanly possible.
A way out of this fucking conversation, that's for sure.
Katori escaping her responsibilities like, taxi!
No, I can't run fast enough, and then Barry comes in and is like, oh, I'll join you. Miki playing that soft piano just off screen. Or Maki, sorry, I get him confused all the time.
She's still putting it off, but of course, it will make it more painful. She is having that heart-to-heart I think she needs. You're gonna have to tell her eventually. At some point, you just have to say, it's gonna hurt, regardless of what you say or what point you actually say it.
Yeah, you gotta rip that band-aid off. Don't look at the stinger. Stinger ain't gonna help you. Keep forgetting about the llamas. She's fucking soused. That's not Coke, that's rum and Pepsi. Do not clap with the cup in your hand, it will go everywhere.
I'm now going to sing into this cup.
She's so dramatic, I love it. Yeah, it's best to cut her off, otherwise she'll be going for a while. Core. Ah, I love a glass of core.
Just give me the entire rice steamer. I'll eat this shit by myself.
Yeah.
I could easily do that. I could just happily munch on rice until the end of time.
Well, it's an evergreen food, mate. I love that term. It's so easy to just drop into conversation and make you seem smart.
Buzzwords.
Not really a buzzword. SJW is a buzzword. Evergreen is just a descriptive term.
That's fair enough.
Boy, I sure do love plain white rice. With nothing on it.
Hey, it's not too bad. I mean, as long as you salted it, obviously.
Yeah. Speaking of salting things, maybe get it out before you end up salting the wound.
Yes. Now's not a good time. Now will never be a good time.
Oh god, here we go. Might as well eat that rice while the getting's good. Yep, she's going abroad. You can pinpoint the exact moment that Honoka's heart broke in two.
Well, you can't even see her in that shot. You just know it's not good.
I only really got into this to save the school, and, well, the school's been saved now, so...
Well, yeah, but still, I mean, they've been through a lot together.
Oh...
Well, I think that is the idea about going abroad, is that you don't really come back until you're done.
Well, looks like we're gonna need Katori too. Tutori, if you will. I tried to, but you kept cutting me off. Gosh, you're gonna punch her? Look at this power stance.
She's getting ready to slug her.
Oh, there's understanding at least. Who gives a shit about what she feels? What about me? The animation budget is soaring!
Yeah, they got the glowy eyes. You can tell they spent a lot to get that, and...
Aw, that's kind of heartbreaking.
Well, I would normally say you can't really blame Mildus, but she did kind of force herself a bit too much.
Yeah. Okay, that went really south really quickly.
Well, to be honest, the fact that Umi had to basically announce it for her, I couldn't really see it going any other way but.
Yeah. Ooh, you could end the episode there. That'd be pretty fucking good.
Yeah, although I wouldn't be happy.
Vox not happy if the ending isn't sweet.
No, it's not so much that. It would just be just like, oh, god damn it, I have to wait another week to find out.
Yeah. Well, we're not watching these live, so...
Well, yeah, exactly. But that is what I would be thinking. This is where the barrage of text messages start occurring.
Oh boy, been there too.
Wake up, 17,000 unchecked messages.
I'm sorry. It's never too late. Not if the friendship was real.
Exactly.
Speaking of, I'm sorry for calling you a bitch that one time, Volk. I hope we can make amends during this recording session.
I don't even remember that happening, so I guess I forgive you.
It's a joke, God. Try to follow along with what's going on screen, you're not even paying attention.
No, don't give up.
Gain Ultra Instinct, become the best idol in the world.
Discover cloning technology. Do something! Recruit your sister if you have to.
There's an idea.
Imagine if she was just in that position the entire time and someone had to just carry her to school like that.
Desk and all. Can someone high-five me already? Stop leaving me hanging.
The saddest high five.
Hello. Oh, gonna send her off in style.
Well, I mean, that's the only way to do it. I mean, if she's gonna leave, you better leave on high feelings, good hopes, and good times. So I guess this is planning for this whole thing to happen.
Oh, she's doubting herself now, thinking she's not a good enough friend. Yeah, let us have some of the blame, goddammit, you selfish cow. I mean, if they did Love Live in the first season, there'd be nothing, to, for the second one.
Well, you're not wrong there.
You must compete to better yourself. Do you think Goku went Super Saiyajin 1 and was content? No, he was not! Nico is gonna fucking shiver bitch soon if she doesn't get away.
She's just gonna pull off one of her pigtails.
Please don't German suplex her. Don't segue from a hug into a suplex.
Darren, even Maki's getting the feels.
Whew, I'm kinda getting the chills, honestly.
Come on. Turn this boat around.
It's better to go out on a happy note than regret going out on a sad one. Oh my god!
Well, it's a good thing there's one more episode.
Yeah, Jesus!
Wow. Okay, I was not expecting that in all honesty.
Yeah, I haven't read spoilers or anything, because this is not really a series I follow. It's, we're viewing it because we were commissioned to do so. And I am enjoying it, but it's not one I will go outside of that sphere to, look for information on. Slapper! Yes! How dare you! I think I broke my fucking hand.
Just the wrist is dislocated, just like, oh god, look what you made me do!
I didn't realise you were a coward, Honoka-Baka-chan. Don't play this happy music while this is happening.
Yeah, there's a certain thing called tone, and you're completely missing it.
Oh, well, let's just sit through and see if there's a stinger, but man, what an up and down episode that was.
Yeah, I mean, it was the up that they stopped the school from closing, but now everything has gone to shit. It's like at the end of Avengers. You saved the school. Yes. And what did it cost? Everything.
Yeah, about $350.
Goddamn Loch Ness Monster!
Loch Ness Monster with an Infinity Gauntlet. Get out of here.
See, we have to throw this in there to counteract just the sheer amount of negativity that seems to have gone down in this here episode.
Imagine if, Katori and Honoka weren't part of this ending lineup, they changed the ED.
Oh my god, that would just be devastating. I'm kinda glad they didn't, but at the same time, I kinda wish they did. It would just really hammer the point home of what's happening.
It would be interesting, for sure.
Oh, absolutely.
She's not smiling anymore, but we'll see what episode 13 brings. Alright, I've got my finger on the X-ray to close out in a bat of cowardice. Close! Good stuff. So that was episode 12 of Love Live, mate. Quickly, before we continue, how'd you feel about it?
It was hella heavy. That's pretty much all I got to say. I'm just hoping something comes up that kind of counteracts all this, because this is it's becoming too much.
It really is. So yeah, let's go on into Season 1, Episode 13. Probably the finale, I'm not entirely sure of the numbers, but it's seeming that way. So here we go. Season 1, Episode 13 of Love Live in 3, 2, 1.
I'm getting the feeling we're going to be hearing the words "I'm sorry" no less than a dozen times throughout this episode.
Yeah. How about Mina-san? That's Japanese for everyone. You notice it didn't even start with the da-da-da Love Live-oo.
Nope.
That's because of tone. I heard there was a gang war on the roof, actually. That's just an unsubstantiated rumour.
No, Nico spread it around just to make it seem like it was something flashy than it actually is.
Yeah, seems like a Nico thing to do. I gotta say, the thing Honoka has on her bag reminds me of the protag of this one 3DS thing called like Pushmo or Pullmo. Do you know that? It's a puzzle game.
I don't think I know of that one.
I think it's called like Push Blocks or like 4 Blocks in America. You guys probably know what I'm talking about. Volker's an anti-3DS pleb. Ignore him, darling.
I'm an uncultured swine.
We appreciate that we still have a school to go to. We know we can learn, we can love, we can live. Live, even.
Very good.
Is she going to get inducted into a new group, do you think? Is there going to be a splinter?
Possibly. I'm willing to bet Umi's just going to practice at archery to assassinate Hattori in her sleep. That's how Love Live ends. Just like arrow in the head.
Picture it going into Honoka's head.
Just like a photo on the other end with like the straw dummy.
We've all been there. Oh my god, I've been there as well.
It's speaking out to you in volumes, my friend.
It is. Well, I mean, you're not Love Live, sorry. You're not Ooze without 9 members, Nico. Yeah, you can't stay connected forever, it's just a fact of life.
Ah, so is it only temporary?
I guess. Schools don't have infinite money, mate. They barely have funds as is.
Yeah, I suppose so, but still.
I mean, we haven't really had much character development outside of being a part of the group, so maybe? At least the piano will always be here for me.
I was half expecting her to just like close the thing again as if to say, nah. That would have been sad.
Piano is over.
Long live Symph! Wow, how's that for an opening?
Interesting segue.
Again.
It would have been great if they were just gone.
No, it's just an empty stage with like a recording playing.
Yeah, like sticks with pictures of their faces on.
And like all the entire time she just has a giant handprint on Hattori's face.
Yeah, well, I love like changed OPs and whatnot. Throughout my childhood, the only one I really remember is like Power Rangers, which changed with like every new arc and so on.
Yeah, like when they introduced like the Green Ranger and then the White Ranger, etc.
Tommy's got this really cool thing in recent seasons where he can change between his different Ranger forms.
He's just like kept all of his morphing technology. It's just like, yeah, I'm just gonna use all this shit.
It's a special kind of morpher, but he can go from like green to white to Zeo red to like the Black Tyranno Ranger.
Yeah, I kind of like how they gave him that, because I mean, Jason David Frank just in general has been such a staple as far as English Sentai is concerned.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes perfect sense.
We just call it Power Rangers over here, mate. No Sentai about it, really.
But yeah, the only other thing I could think of that was kind of similar was when, Johnny Young Bosch's character, I can't quite remember his name, unfortunately. Like, when he tried to use the broken, like, medal, and it's kind of like, yeah, it's highly unstable, but it still works.
Oh, Adam. Yeah, I remember that episode.
Yeah, Adam. Yeah, that was it. I thought it was like Alan or Adam or something like that.
Alan! Alan! Oh, you're morphing. I'll leave you alone.
He morphs into Steve halfway through. Nico is the glue that holds this thing together.
She kind of was from like minute 1, honestly.
Well, when she was introduced, yeah. She was critical at first, but she quickly warmed up to the idea. She just wanted to make sure they were serious about it.
I slapped that bitch too, it was kind of hype. You should have said something, but Umi kind of got in the way and said it for you, so...
Yeah, she's kind of impacting the problem further by not continuing to speak. Stash me away in one of your boxes.
That's silly. You're silly, Volk. Meanwhile, Honoka is having fun and not worrying about this idol bullshit.
No, I'm willing to bet it'll hit home very, very soon.
Oh god. Yeah, here we go. Gonna get fucking, like, idol PTSD.
Yep, it's coming. Just give it maybe a minute.
You silly fool, you have no idea the gauntlet you have thrown down.
No, it's gonna be one of her fucking songs, isn't it?
It's all coming back to me.
Oh god, it really is PTSD.
Just falling back into the old routine. She can't stand, like, not being an idol.
Exactly. It's like she never stopped. Ow, my ass!
It's the recap episode. You can tell it's a finale.
Oh, yes.
Yeah! Posing is not necessary, but appreciated.
Yeah, if you didn't zone out at the start, you could have had your score on there. Yes, I am in fact the dance master.
Goodbye, new friend group. I'll see you never.
I'm gonna get my old friends back.
That was hype as hell, but without the other 8 behind me, I don't know if I can do this anymore.
It feels so empty.
Fucking A-Rise, winning everything, being cool.
It's like Korea winning every esports thing ever.
Oh, Korea won again. What a surprise. I want to go to art. That seems like a fun place to study.
So how's this going to go down? Is he going to run to everyone's houses, send a mass text, or what's going to occur here?
At least they're still training and whatnot. It's a good way to keep in shape if nothing else.
What the hell's with the parachute pants?
How you doing, Hanukkah? Your face recovered after that massive bitch slap? Oh, Nico. Oh, Jesus, look at that stag guy. Yeah, and I have standards, you whore bitch. See ya.
I think this is a side of Nico that we haven't really got to see at all.
Not much, at the very least.
No, it's usually been masked by something else, but that was just like a moment of absolute sincerity.
And Nico's like, I'm really glad I hired that orchestra to score this moment, because it's all the more poignant.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be going now, into the trash can where I belong. Alright, you kitty. I'll join you, I suppose.
Like it's just like, yeah, you're going.
No excuses. Oh, Tiny Rock, you're the only one that understands me. Alright, this was a running joke of her not understanding Japanese food.
went to get coffee, got like instant ramen or something like that instead.
That was fun, yeah. I mean, it kind of had to happen. The group wasn't full, so...
Alright, so we're keeping track of the apologies here, because so far I count that one as the first. Nope, that's number 2.
That's just called being a teenager. There's nothing wrong with that.
Exactly. I mean, you may be older, but you still got a lot of growing up to do.
Yeah.
I mean, God knows I haven't finished yet, and I'm nearly 31.
Well, yeah, same.
God, this tea is disgusting!
Oh, Jesus, it's rancid. Yeah, the ones closest to Kotori, they'd be the ones taking it the hardest, but Yumi just seems to be taking it in a stride.
Yeah, or rather, she's still reluctant, in a ways.
To feel anything, yeah.
Like, maybe she's trying to detach herself to save herself the emotional trauma. Well, she's still keeping track.
How to deal with your favourite show ending.
Watch it religiously for the next 5 years and do nothing else.
God, I don't even want to know what's going to happen to me when Steven Universe ends.
Well, I'll be here if you ever want to talk about it.
Knowing its release schedule, you will have been long dead by that point. Just make up already. I said make up and not the other thing.
Well, we got to hear the Love and Laivu in the end, at the very least.
Ah.
Wow, good thing I missed my flight.
Probably best if she just, like, sneaks out, and you watch the other members of Ooze will actually be on the wings of the plane and whatnot.
They're literally performing on the plane.
And now it's Ooze with Dragostar Tinde. Just go, and don't look back.
Don't worry about the school, he's closing in a year anyway.
Jesus, Mum. This is where it all started. Yo.
Yes, they've got some beef to set aside as well. Alright, that's free now.
Yeah. Oh, you're keeping track, good, because I wasn't.
I may have missed one potentially, but I'm keeping track now.
Hey, if you're gonna smack me, can you do the other cheek? I'd like to keep it, like, symmetrical.
Like, having the tingling on one side is really goddamn annoying. Well, I suppose you tend to have those moments where things go bad, you start to doubt yourself, so... I guess I can kind of understand where she's going from. You sort of aim for the top, and when you don't get there, like, your entire worldview of the situation shatters, and you start to really heavily doubt yourself.
Mm-hmm.
4.
I will never stop causing you problems, Umi. Is this a problem for you? This is all well and good, but you realise we're down one member, right? I'm laughing because you are a dork and it is endearing.
5.
Fuck's sake, fuck.
But yeah, the laugh wasn't quite the reaction I was expecting. But I suppose sometimes you just gotta laugh it up.
You've just been a fuck up the whole time, you skank bitch.
Yeah, she's just laying it all on the table now. It's just like, here's what I really think about you. And now that we've done that, friends?
Yeah. But, you know, peer pressure's a bitch, so I figured I'd just go with the flow, really.
6.
Yeah, Honoka wasn't... Honoka wasn't really considering Umi's feelings, but now they see each other plain.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be like a big turning point, just like being aware of what everyone else's stakes are in this.
I'll have to call up King Kai, it'll be difficult to get plane tickets, but...
Are the others there as well the whole time?
I swear to God if they were.
Or they're gonna come in, like, one at a time.
I can't recall if this was like the first song they sung or not.
Yeah. It might be something new, though.
Like, demand, we're waiting for our flight here.
Well, I mean, if she's singing it as well, it must be.
Being selfish isn't necessarily bad, it's how you act on that selfishness.
Exactly.
You can stop the plane from taking off, you have to do it!
There's a bunch of crazy kids singing on the runway! Wow, that was quick.
How fast were you running? Imagine if it was the wrong person.
Yeah, sorry, you got the wrong person.
Yeah, it's like someone wearing the exact same clothes, but 20 years older. Aww.
Would that count as 7?
I'll let you have it, Volk, I'll let you have it.
Alright, 7 it is.
There you go, it makes sense.
Exactly. But then Katori's gonna come and she's the only one not in uniform. So wait, if they're pulling her back out, then all her luggage is on the plane, right?
Don't think about that.
But somehow she still had a uniform somewhere. Like, what, did she just have it in a
It's fine, Volk,
luggage?
it's fine, Volk, it's fine. Banana! Sorry, I thought we were counting in weird ways. Who are they even performing for?
Good question. May not be anybody in particular. Oh, no, apparently they are. And this is one of the songs they played previously as well. Not sure if it was episode 2 or like the first one where they were all together.
It might have been the first one they played when they got together, yeah. Feel free to correct us, I honestly don't follow along with the OS2.
But no, I recognise the whole start dash thing. That's the only reason why I know of it.
Well, it's catchy.
Yeah, it was a good song.
This is as good a way to finish a season as I can think of for an idol show.
Exactly. I mean, you gotta end it with everyone together.
And then at the very last moment, the plane comes in and snaps Katori up.
It's like you're getting on that goddamn plane!
So is that show happening inside their minds?
Yeah, it turns out this part was all a dream.
Oh god. Today we truly were Love Live.
They may not have made it today, although there is still room for a last minute kind of wrench in the work situation to happen. But I mean, they can make that their thing for season 2. To be fair.
Well, don't forget we have the OVA to do first, mate.
Oh yeah, that too. Fucking glow sticks.
Yeah!
You think they're at a Miku concert?
They're watching. They're taking notes.
We must assassinate the competition.
Or assimilate them, whichever works.
Yes, we'll become a 12 idol group. And before we know it, just like every idol group just combines together. It's like 1,000 of them by the end of it. The songs take like 40 minutes each because everyone has to have a line.
Oh my god, yeah. There are groups like that, I'm pretty sure.
It's like prog rock mixed with idol. It takes 40 minutes, but it gets to the point eventually.
Oh, now I'm getting wistful.
New entry. Are they back in? They're gonna have to climb back all the way from 999 and head their way back up?
Well, they've got a gimmick. Oh, look at that guy. He was crying. It was so hype.
The hype is too much! Hype tears are the best.
Please join us in Season 2. Bye!
Just become self-aware.
Oh, shit. New ED. Oh, it's just scenes from the actual show. Okay, we'll watch this then.
Yep. Well, it's basically the recap to end all recaps.
We've come so far. The group has grown exponentially with each episode.
And in the end, Hattori was thankful, because she did not know that she was about to be assassinated by Umi.
You're saying Hitori. Are you meant to say Katori?
No, it's literally Hotori.
Okay.
Hattori. Oh no, Honoka. That was it, Honoka. Sorry.
Yeah, I thought you were combining Honoka and Katori together to form a new powerful idol fusion.
The most main character of main characters.
The ED will probably be one of my favourite songs in the first season, though.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I do love it.
That beach episode was fun.
Yeah, it was very fun. I enjoyed it immensely.
Oh, I guess we're not going to get a next time or anything here.
Probably not, no. I mean, there's only 10 seconds left. Not even a spoiler!
Well, they kind of skipped past the makeup session there. It was just Hanukkah running into the distance. Whee!
And then the train came.
Wow, Jesus. So yeah, that was episodes 11, 12, and 13 of the first season of Love Live, and we've pretty much closed it out, bar the OVA, so how did you feel that cemented the first season for you, Volk?
I think it ended as well as it could have done, so I'm pretty happy that they got Katori back on board, and they had their last dance at the end, and that they're going to be carrying on.
Aww.
So I'm curious to see how Season 2 is going to go out. But more than that, the OVA, because I know the OVA seems to sort of end up as a bridge between certain events or between two seasons. So
yeah.
Is this going to be like a thing that takes place afterwards? Is it going to be like a more abridged version of the episodes we've already seen? There's a lot in there that I'm curious about, especially with how Season 2 is going to pan out, because I know, as I mentioned before, I know Love Life eventually goes into other characters, so I'm curious to see if they'll stick them out with them on Season 2, or if they'll sort of start looking at other characters to go with, perhaps.
Interesting. Yeah. Well, I was very satisfied with those episodes, a good batch, and I'm pretty happy with how the first season concluded, so I don't really have much more to say besides that. But if you guys want your own TV comms, check patreon.com/HellfireComms. You will find prices on the correct tiers and so on. Every penny helps to pay the co-comms for their time and helps pay me to do all the editing and such and so on, and helps keep HFC going. Thank you, Super Mario Sonic Lover, for continuing to commission Love Live, and you can expect more in the near future, mate. We are working at hammer away this backlog, so thank you for being patient. See you next time for another round of HellfireComms Patreon TV comms. Bye bye.
Ciao for now.